Hello, friends. It's another time for book review, and I'm glad that you join us. The book we are reviewing today, I had my first encounter with it in 2002 in a seminar organized by Mr. I.D. Enang. I want to sincerely appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for introducing me to this book. I've had to read the book over and over again, and it's one of the books I don't downplay. The maxim, change is a constant thing in life. Each day is a new day we never lived in before, and with it are different experiences. We get baptized in daily routine most times that will build comfort around ourselves, whether it's intentionally or accidentally. Such comfort, however, creates lacks and negligence in our character that makes us forget that life is constantly evolving, constantly changing. But today, something has changed. When change happens, then we stress out, react, complain, sometimes throw tantrums, just like the little children, and be beaten up. Wow. Can't just but imagine those common reactions to change. Upon experiencing it, our initial reaction is to resist it. We cannot deny that fact. We are afraid to lose our comfort or are overwhelmed by the unknown and getting ready to blame someone when things go wrong. That's part of the issues addressed in the book, Who Moved My Cheese? Yes, that's the book for review, Who Moved My Cheese? This book is written by Spencer Johnson, who is now late. He authored the book in 1998. So if you are looking for a book which addresses mindset rewiring, mindset maintenance, character building, change, resistance, fear, courage, get this small book, but important one, Who Moved My Cheese? When going through the book, there are 4 characters you will meet. 2 are mice and 2 are little beings. The mice are Sniff and Scurry. Sniff speaks to the sort of individuals that are set up to changes and they don't get stunned when something occurs in their lives, more or less as if their minds are ready for the change or changes. In contrast, Scurry speaks to the general people that are dependently having a solution and doesn't make a difference in what happens in their lives. People like these bring the action and they solve problem immediately. And then the other set of people, they are 2 humans, 2 little humans, the size of mice. They look and act a lot like people. They are hem and haw. They were all looking for cheese in a maze. That is Sniff and Scurry, hem and haw, all of them together looking for cheese in a maze. The maze is where you look for what you want. It could be in an organization, it could be in a family setting, it could be in a community or some sort of association. And then the cheese are the flavor, it's the metaphorical representation of what you want in life, whether it's good job, whether it's a loving relationship, whether it's money, whether it's good health, whether it's peace of mind, what have you. In the parable, the cheese one day was gone. They have a place where they go, the station, regular station they go to. One day, voila, the cheese was not there. No cheese was there any longer. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, just started looking for new cheese. But the little people, hem and haw, became angry and demanded the cheese be returned. They went on this rampage, this attitude for a few days until when Paul realized that complaining about missing cheese and doing nothing was not helping. What did he do? He left hem and ran out into the maze. Now, in search for new stations where Hem started venturing into, he learned some lessons, vital lessons. These lessons are the juices in this book. Number one, change is a constant. This is no longer news. Change happens in life. Either we like it or not, expect it or not, want it or not, change happens anyway. Now, with our background, it gets the mind ready for change at any time. Number two, if change is constant, and yes it is, then anticipate change. It's one thing to have a knowledge that change happens. It's another thing to be ready for it. So being ready for change is critical to living and being relevant in life. The third one is like unto it. If change is a constant in this world, so is disappointment and failure. No matter how skillful you are, you'll experience roadblocks. But will you move or give up when you meet obstacles? That's the question here. Number four, it's never too late to change. You always have the choice whether to remain where you are or change your behavior and move on. In the words of Spencer Johnson, he wrote, change happens when the pain of holding on becomes greater than the fear of letting go. I'll repeat. Change happens when the pain of holding on becomes greater than the fear of letting go. Again, he wrote again, when you are afraid things are going to get worse if you don't do something, it can prompt you into action. But it is not good when you are afraid that it keeps you from doing something. End of quote. Another question we should ask is, what would you do if you weren't afraid? Think about that. Number 5, keep an eagle eye and let go of old cheese quickly. While you can enjoy change and the opportunities that it brings, it's also wise to be aware of oncoming change as best as you can, lest change takes you completely off guard, as you might not be as prepared as you think. In terms of the story, the sooner you let go of old cheese, the sooner you can locate the new tasty stuff. Number 6, if you do not change, you can become extinct. Oh yes, that is true. Change happens because times are not the same. There are seasons, there are times. Businesses die every day. Outfits die every day. Even ministries die every day. Lose relevance, go into extinction. And they are usually the ones who didn't move, whether out of fear or because they just weren't sensitive enough. Don't be one of these and die as the times change. Now, flexibility in the face of changing times will reward people. Those who are wedded to the past and lag behind will not survive. Who moved my cheese? Now, these lessons are so vital in life that we need to just hold on to them. Times and chances happen to people. The morning time is different from the afternoon time. The afternoon time is different from the evening time. A journey starts from the beginning and it has an end. Learn these principles. Change is constant. Be flexible. Let God be your guide. Be open to change. Be open to instructions. Once again, those who are wedded to the past, they lag behind and they don't survive. Friends, Go out, surf the net, go to the bookstores, grab a copy of Who Moved My Cheese, written by Spencer Johnson. Take your time, sit with it, go through it, digest it, and then you will come back to tell me. Thank you for letting me know about this book. Till we meet again, friends, I'm yours sincerely, Paul Sunday Aremu. Stay blessed.